service unit owned by Mr. Reese. He's access to new actuator maintenance and sensor calibration. Scott, park the bot while I run diagnostics.
So, Winnie, what do you think this robot is for?
It's a standard service unit, so probably just an assistant.
You think so? Just an assistant?
Okay, I see. Just because we've had a few odd jobs lately doesn't mean...
Odd? That's what you'd call the fridge we worked on? The one with black market coolant.
The police caught the guy, so there's no reason to worry about it anymore. Also, possession of that coolant isn't illegal. Not our fault we didn't know it was for his organ harvesting hop.
That guy wasn't the only sketchy customer he got recently. Remember Mrs. Herlock's hair steamer? The one she had us overclock for her hair salon.
Yeah, she turned out to be the one behind the Steam Skull murders.
What about that whipping bot that Mr. Griggelheim brought in last week?
Scott? That was just a BDSM bot.
How do you know it was a BDSM bot? And not something that, I don't know, whipped underage workers in an assembly line?
I know it was a BDSM bot because of the strap-on cannon. Kept getting in the way while I was working on it. Oh, and also, Mr. Griggelheim was heading to a party when he came by to pick up the robot. He put on a ball gag as he was leaving the shop.
Okay. I'm just saying, maybe we shouldn't be so dismissive about what this thing could be. I don't want to be an accessory to a crime.
And you won't be, as long as we focus on the work. If we find anything sketchy, let's call the cops.
Speaking of sex robots, remember the Gigglebot we worked on a few weeks ago?
How could I forget? Shop made a lot of tips when we booted it up.
Remember, look at this. Isn't this the same chip that was on it?
Oh, yeah, same one. An EX43 expression chip. The chip that gives bots charming personas.
Charming or manipulative. You know what else this chip is used on?
Robots compliment their owners to help with their self-esteem?
No. Gangsters use these in their shakedown bots, Win. They use them to scare small businesses into paying for protection.
Scott, relax. Tiny in the city sucks, but not everything is doom and gloom, okay? Get off social media for a while and ease up a bit. Tests on the sensors are done, and everything is good here. We can start on the calibration.
Which sensors are we working on again?
Tactile sensors on the ends.
I'll flash the sensor controller with the latest firmware.
Check the manufacturer's site. Model number should be in the schematic.
Okay, Win. Explain this.
That chip's the reason why the robot can hold things properly. It's there so assistant bots can bring their owners hot tea without spilling it on them. Do you understand?
Do you? That's a TSTX-100. It's used in surgical bots for its advanced feedback mechanisms and precision. A service bot doesn't need anything this advanced to hold my tea.
Fine. It's overkill for a service bot like this one, but not out of place. Sometimes manufacturers use high-end variants of chips when what they normally use goes out of stock.
But this, combined with a personality chip, this means something.
All right, calm down, Roy Neary. Just finish up with the firmware so we can calibrate and move on to the actuators.
Calibration's all good, Win. Time for the actuators. Are we working on the arms or legs first?
Neither. Says here, Mr. Reese means the actuators for the bot's compartments.
The bot's compartments? What does that mean? What purpose would fitting a service bot with as many compartments possibly serve?
And it doesn't seem like they can hold anything large, too. So they're not for transport.
But they're perfect for smuggling. Mr. Reeks is a smuggler.
What?
Think about it, Win. It all fits. These compartments, an advanced controller for dexterous hands, and the personality chip for intimidating or charming anyone who gets too close.
Okay, let's say you're right. What could Mr. Reese be smuggling?
Does it matter? If you're smuggling something, it means you don't want to be caught with whatever it is you're smuggling.
Okay. Mr. Reese requested to schedule the pickup of the bot tomorrow morning before business hours.
Okay.
So let's just try to get him to say anything that might reveal what the bot's for. Chalk cameras will be on. If he says anything sketchy, we show the cops the video and the bot, and they'll deal with it.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. A weak-ass plan. It's still a plan.
Ugh.
Gotta say, everything looks splendid, guys. The compartments are working smooth and silent, and the hands can pick out a needle from a haystack. These are hands a thief would envy.
We're glad to hear you're happy, Mr. Reese. So, listen, do you mind if we ask you a few questions?
Sure. What's up?
A lot of our customers don't really schedule their pickups for early in the morning. So it made us wonder.
What line of work are you in, Mr. Reese?
How? I work as a chemist at the pharmaceutical lab at the central sector. The lab's only available to our department in the evening, so this was the only time I could drop by. I hope this wasn't too early or out of the way for you guys.
Oh, no, it's fine, Mr. Reese. But that's interesting. So you're a chemist at a pharmaceutical lab.
So that must mean you have access to all kinds of drugs and highly controlled chemicals at work, right?
Oh, yeah. Stuff behind NDAs, actually. I can't tell you any more than that.
One last thing, Mr. Reese. Gotta say, this spot is one of the most, interesting things we've worked on.
What do you intend to use it for?
What?
Scott!
What? That was what you were going to ask him, right?
I'm sorry, Mr. Reese. We only meant...
Oh, no, it's okay. If you must know, this robot's gonna be a magician.
A magician?
So you're gonna use him as an entertainer? Like, for parties and when you have guests over at your house?
No, he's going to be a magician, performing magic tricks on stage, and I'm going to be his assistant.
I mean this as respectfully as possible, Mr. Reese. But why?
Have you ever imagined a world where magicians had no one to levitate, discombobulate, drown, cuff, or saw in half?
Can't say that I have.
Well, I have, and it's not a world I want to live in. That's why I want to become a magician's assistant. It's a dream I've had since I first watched a video of a magic show on a video streaming service on my smartphone. It's a dream I've had since I was 37.
At least now we know he isn't using that bot for smuggling.
Mr. Reese, she'd like we owe you an apology.
Oh, really? Why?
Well, you see, given the capabilities of your robot and the fact that you're a pharmaceutical chemist, we thought you were going to use it to do something like smuggle drugs or chemicals from your company.
It was wrong of us to make assumptions about what you used this robot for. So we're sorry.
Wait, you guys thought I was going to use this robot to smuggle drug samples from work? That's just silly. I already have another robot for that.